recording like an engineer don't have to be hard. There's no industry standard that you need to follow for FL Studio. I'm gonna break it down for you. For an artist to record themselves like an engineer, you're gonna need a template. Presets are cool, they are interchangeable, but templates develop a system that you get accustomed to. I'm not saying you gotta copy my exact template here, but you need to make something similar. On insert one, I put a beat here. So anytime I open up my template, I can import a beat. Any genre, it goes here and it'll be here. I can control it here. You see what I'm saying? So if the beat too loud, turn the beat down here. If I need to turn the beat up, whatever. And here we have a record track. So like if you go to a professional studio or have a professional engineer, they're gonna have a template. They're gonna have a tracking chain for you. People love to call it a headphone mix because that's what you hear in the headphones when you perform it. The goal of this is to get you closer to a mixed sound, to get you a better performance to where you vibe out more. Most people that watch me in general, because the type of music that I'm into is auto-tune heavy, melodic driven. So auto-tune is gonna always be here. You wanna have like an auto-tune plugin, you would wanna have something like a preamp. If you have no analog gear like me, you would wanna have like a preamp, a channel strip, like a SSL. It could be the Waves, it could be the Slate Digital, it could be the UAD. Then you would wanna do 76. Because if we're in a professional studio, and most professional engineers are gonna agree with this combination here, right? Whether it's plug-in or analog, Neve 1176. Now you have the option to commit or just be able to change it later. Most engineers, if we're recreating a studio workflow, we're gonna commit to the sound going in. So if you want it clean, you could fuck with the EQ, do certain shit like that. You don't want to push too hard. You want to watch your levels. Next we have reverb, and then we have delay. We don't want to have the reverb and delay overpowering everything. So I basically got like a free plugin here and I got it turned down. This can work if you're a melodic rapper or just a rapper and you don't need that much reverb. You just turn that down, or you can go inside the plugin, adjust the mix, or tweak the settings within. Then we go to the delay. You can change that out with any delay. I just prefer Echo Boy, and I just clicked on Echo Boy Jr. Now, when you see the template, it's all laid out, it's organized. You see how everything goes, right? Record track, we have the drag and drop tracks, and then we got everything going to all Vox. So everything that's on top of this green is gonna go here. Right, so it's gonna get processed like an engineer would. This would be your mix bus for your vocals. Right here is something that you don't see every day in FL Studio. Most people wouldn't do this, and I'm gonna explain why. When I turn this on and hit record up here, it records everything. One thing you wanna do, you wanna right click and turn automation off, because if you do any adjustment to any plugin while you're recording in real time, trying to engineer and tweak while you go, it's gonna automate that, and we don't want that. You might be wondering, Sky, why do you have the green button turned off? Because I can, and it's still gonna record. I can still hear myself, right? It's been off the entire time. So now I have these extra takes down here to where I can do this. Baby, so like now, let's say I don't like that. I can just go back in. I don't like that. I can just go back in. I don't like that. I can just go back in. So like, let's say I like that take. I just bring that take down, right? Or if I don't like that take, or let's say I like this take better, I can bring that down. But if I don't like none of those takes, I delete them. I can sit here and record a lot of different takes, try it a lot of different ways with energies and deliveries and tones and shit. And then I can take the best one. Versus like having to be like, I gotta drag this one down, mute this one. No, we have a lot of different options here to where we can keep recording. Like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. Like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. Like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. Or like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. So like, you see what I'm saying? So like that one, we like it. Or like hundreds on hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. Let's say we like these right here. We can just bring these down, right? So it's also just simple shit. Hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. Yeah, I'm the big dog. All these niggas wanna kill me, baby. Hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, baby. Yeah, I'm the big dog. All these niggas wanna kill me, baby. Yeah. Hundreds on hundreds, baby. Yeah, I'm a big dog. All these niggas wanna kill me, baby. Yeah. yeah. We can bring it down. But it's like, it's one thing we can record this shit in sections, have different takes. Because it's like, what's the point of being able to have playlists if we don't utilize them in a way? Because it's like, this is what niggas do in Pro Tools. Niggas had to take folders and all this other different shit. It's no different. But it's like, you can record like this because it can make it easier. It's easier for you to stay organized. Because if you need to change this to the hook lead, you just change it. You know what I'm saying? You know where everything is at. And that's the thing. And then another thing you gotta be able to do, right click on that right there, and then find the unused takes, delete them shits. It helps you stay organized to where you don't have all of these extra ass files that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really make recording FL way, way, way too hard because you just want to make sure you get your levels together, man. Because it's like, because I know people want to sound good. The only way to really, really sound good in your mixes is to actually record good. And that's what I'm really focusing on for people. You know what I'm saying? Recording, because you want to look at your levels. So you always want to make sure you're in the green, right? You don't want to make sure you're recording blocks and shit, because if it's blocky, that means the take is not a good take. It's going to be unmixable. Like, you see all of this, like, I have room to turn it up. Like, I have peaks, I have lows. Everything is there. Like, my takes are good. You might not like my voice. You might not like the subject matter of the song. But one thing you cannot deny, it's like, nigga, I know what the fuck I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the levels. So it's like, I could hit -9. I can go down here to -15. It all depends on the input. You see what I'm saying? How hard I want to push the Neve. Because it's like, however you want to make sure your levels are what you need. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I want my levels to hit lower because I want to feel like I'm doing more when I add plugins, sure, I could just turn this shit down, record with it being low, and then, you know what I'm saying? I could do that shit. But is it really, really necessary? No. You know what I'm saying? But if you made it to this point of the video, I appreciate you. You're a real one.